Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is still just one question that all of us are asking from this government. Why abduction? People are just disappearing. We don't know whereabout for these people. And we have a government at place. So who should we ask these questions? And as we continue to ask this question, the people who are responsible that should be offering answers and solution to this problem are even creating more problem in their statement that they are issuing to the public. Because look here, when you have an executive that is silent about the kidnapping that is going on or abduction, then you have the IG of police. That means now the police department, which should be independent, they also come out and deny involvement in the abduction. Then the Minister of Interior, the man in charge, CS Kipchumba Murkomen, also comes out and deny the same. We remain with one question. Who should we be asking this question to offer the answer? Who is responsible? And why do we have a government? What is their duty and responsibilities? Why do we have the Minister of Interior? Because having listened to Kipchumba Murkomen, you find a statement that is giving no any hope to Kenyans at all. That hatujui is like everyone is hatujui. So what is the business being in government?
Kumekuwa na mjadala kubwa sana taifa kuhusu vijana ambao wanasemekana wamepotea. Ni kweli kama vile Inspector General of Police amesema ya kwamba kama idara ya polisi hakuna there is no policy, yani hakuna policy yoyote yenye tunayo kama serikali ya kusema mtu atashikwa apotee, na katiba haiwezi kubali. Katiba inasema mtu akishikwa kwa masaa 24 lazima afikishwe kotini, na idara ya polisi imesema wazi ya kwamba hakuna mtu tumemshika na hatujampeleka kotini. Kwa hivyo ningetaka kuhakikishia Wakenya, sisi kama serikali tuna vitu mbili ambayo tunakubaliana. Ya kwanza ni kwamba idara ya polisi kama vile katiba inasema lazima iwachiwe nafasi yao kufanya kazi independently bila kushurutishwa na waziri ama rais ama naibu wa rais ama mtu yoyote. The police is under command of the Inspector General and they will do their work independently, and we will support the independence of our police service to do their work independently. And therefore we will never allow a situation where any of us will direct Inspector General of Police of National Police Service on how to do their work, because they have been professionally given that mandate in the Constitution to make sure that they keep our country safe. And as such, when the National Police Service says they do not hold any person and have not arrested any person, we believe so, and it's our duty as the executive to support them. Number two, we want to say that we will continue upholding the rule of law. And I want to request the families, the neighbors, the friends of the people who have been, who are said to be unaccounted for, to report that information to the police, and we will support the police to make sure that they do thorough investigations to establish the whereabouts of those citizens.
Now, as we continue the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, when you listen to Kipchumba Murkomen, you will hear him saying that the police is independent. But the question is, how independent is our police? Are our police officers independent? Is the current IG of police operating independently without taking orders from the government? I mean, from the executive. Is there any influence that the interior CS has over the police to give directives here and there? Of course, the answer is yes. Our police are not independent. They take orders from executive, and even not so, there are other heinous acts that the executive is doing that the police are giving it a blind eye. The issue of this abduction squad, it might not be in the hands of the IG of police, but executive forming a squad that is taking orders from the chief in command. They're just operating freely without using the right channel, the IG, because it's now the command who should give directives and orders. So, with the issue of police are independent, they are working independent, there is something Kipchumba is trying to do here. He is trying to indirectly shift the blame to the IG of police. That you people, you are independent, you must do your work just with our support. So we have reached a point whereby the UDA administration is shifting a blame to the other side, a side that cannot even come out to defend themselves because they are not politicians. But then when you have such kind of a government that keep on shifting a blame, see me, see your sis, do they have business being in that position? They have no business. Kipchumba Murkomen depict a character of someone who is not ready to take responsibility. A leader should be a person who is ready and willing to take responsibility, but not to shift a blame. So we have a new CS for Interior who is not ready to take responsibility. We have one question that we have to ask ourselves today. Why is it that when Mheshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen was handed over the Interior docket, the issue of abduction has become so rampant? Why? Yani saizi imekuwa ni kawaida tu mtu kuwa abducted in this country. The numbers are going high. Why? Na kwa hizi masaa hakuna maandamano hii Kenya saizi. Yale maandamano ambayo tunajua hayuko. But why abduction? What if we had a massive protest like what Gen Z did, because it's the last massive protest we have had in this country? With the Kipchumba Murkomen, what will happen in this country? If there is no protest, but people are disappearing right now, what if we have protests going on and Kipchumba is in charge? Then it tells you that it is going to be so much worse with such kind of a person in the office. Yani saizi yako tu na hakuna maandamano, lakini watu wanapotea. Maandamano ikikuwa, mauaji itakuwa kwa kiwango gani? Watu wangapi watapotea? Will they take responsibility? That is now the situation we are in this country. So this proves the level of incompetence by this regime. If they are not the one, then it tells you they are so much incompetent and they have no business to be in these positions. If we were in a country that their democracy has really developed, the only thing Kipchumba, Murkomen and the IG of police can do is to resign. When you've been given a ministry like this one, people are disappearing, you don't have information, the only right thing you can do is to resign. So Kipchumba should not wait for any other minute. We are calling for his resignation. The current IG has no business of being in that office if he cannot provide answers of whereabout the Kenyans who have disappeared are. He should have resigned like yesterday. But impunity is the order of the day. As long as they are still in the office and people are disappearing, we are concluding and believing that these people are responsible for the disappearance of Kenyans. Kipchumba, you are responsible unless you resign or tell us where these people are. The current IG is responsible unless you resign and tell us how watu wako wapi. When you fail on your duty, you take responsibility either to resign or carry the cross. That is now what majority of us are believing. Because you can't be in such a position, then your work remains to be, denial. You are denying everything. So what is your business there? It means you are clueless, leaderless, and you don't deserve any time to continue, pretending to be serving people in that office. You are not serving people. You're not serving our interest. It's another person's interest. And the police should be careful, especially their bosses. Now we are seeing a behavior from the executive trying to shift a blame because of the independence that we believe it is not existing anywhere.